Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Lord of the Rings Online on the legendary server. We are here at Nimrodel, outside Moria, finally. Today we're not actually going to be heading back into Moria as our quest would want us to do and head back to the Shadow Refuge. In fact, we're going to take that off our tracker. I decided since we're so close to actually getting to level 61, why not do some quests around the area and get those levels, get that level and just spend a bit of time outside Moria. It was nice for us to leave, so for us to immediately go back the next episode just kind of feels like a bit of a waste almost. So we're going to get into that today. We have the Yule Festival quest, which we're just going to accept and complete. There we are, extra 9k, why not? And we're also going to get a legendary weapon level up. There we are. I'm going to get this to 30, I think, and then reforge both of them, so they're 10 levels apart. I think I said that last time, but that's the plan. And then we're also going to go do our hobby gift of the day and of the week. So our silver gift is going to be 100 virtual experience and a crafting scroll plus silver winter gift Yule music. Okay, since I guess we're getting sort of Christmassy Yuletide quests, items, which is nice. And for our gold gift is going to be, if I click it properly, I don't have enough room. Okay, let's get rid of that and use our virtual experience. That should be fine. Oh, and no, you're a letter. And for our gold gift, 50 virtual experience plus a ingredients pack plus gold winter gift goat mount. Interesting. I'm going to get rid of that. So we get a universal ingredient pack and we also get a mount, which is nice. So this apparently you can disenchant into Yule tokens. I didn't know that was a thing, unless that's very new or I just haven't really been paying attention or just not really worrying about mounts. But we got a goat of winter cheer, which we can add to our... if I remember the buttons, how do I do this? There we go. I do like my mounts. Goats are less so a priority for me, but it's nice to have what looks like a massive goat. I'm being attacked. A massive goat that if we do go back into Moria, which we obviously have to, it means that we can use that goat as our mount, which would be pretty nice. This one we have is just one we bought, so this has more morale, which is nice. In fact, we'll switch. Yeah, this has more morale, so if we are going to be getting attacked in Moria, we'll at least have that going for us. You know, we'll have the ability to, get away a little bit easier because we have 1.5 times the experience or the morale on the mount than we normally would. So let's make our way. What am I actually supposed to be doing? I need to get orc. I need to kill orcs, I assume. That looks to be what it is. And yeah, defeat orc waylayers. You're threatening to attack, good. So defeat 4 orc waylayers and also set fire to 5 orc barricades. And then if we sort of get those done relatively quickly, we know there are a bunch of quests up here that we can accept and maybe get on with as well. As well as there is another place. I can't quite remember exactly where it is, but I know there's another place with a few quests that we have available, which will be good for us. And it is nice to just occasionally take a little bit of a break from the main story, just because, we are a little bit further ahead in terms of levels already. I mean, it's level 60, I guess we're not that far ahead now, but in fact, well, oh, that was that fine materials thing that we never ever finished. I was like, why do we have such an old quest? But yeah, we are level 61 by the end of this, hopefully, and they're level 60 quests. So we are on level technically now, but we don't want to the whole point of the legendary server is being on level, so we're not too fussed about being over leveled too much. But it's nice to take a bit of a break as well from the main story. I don't know if anything I just said made sense. I feel like it didn't. Basically, I'm just saying, although it's a legendary server and you kind of level-wise you stick to the plot a lot easier, it's nice to take a break occasionally. Because, I mean, if you were on, a normal server, let's say Arkansas, like we are on the other series, we were quite far ahead in terms of levels, I think. Though, admittedly, we spent, double the episodes getting to this point. So, I'm not really sure how the math works out for that quite correctly, but I don't know. It all works out in the end, doesn't it? Alright, let's you're not gonna aggro me because you don't even think I exist. Because in the mind of that goblin over there was a wall in between us, even though it was being burnt. So what is... Okay, so Hinder the Orc Schemes, that's the quest completion there. I don't know why it's such a large area. It's weird. And then obviously this is up here. So we're actually going to go just get on our goat. I feel like I need to use the goat because we've got it. It just feels like, you know, I have to show it off that I have it. It's kind of cool. I think it's going to be a bit weird. I mean, hopefully by the time Yuletide sort of the stuff is over, we probably won't be going back to Moria. But I would find it a tiny bit... I feel like it wouldn't quite fit us having a Yule-themed goat using as like a proper steed elsewhere, like after Yuletide celebrations are done. Just feel like it would be a bit of a weird mismatch. So, I mean, it probably, as I said, won't matter because more than likely we'll be done with Moria by then. At least I would hope so. Just a thing to think about. Please don't aggro me. I can probably get away with this. Yes, cool. I mean, it really doesn't matter if they aggro me. He's probably going to aggro... He is. It's fine. Yeah, it really doesn't matter. We want to get that legendary item XP as well as, you know, just getting XP as we go anyway. Because, I mean, we're 8,000 XP away from... We're one quest completion basically away, so we're fine. But we're mostly after that item experience right now because I do want to get this to level 30 before I worry about reforging the other one, I think. Because it would be nice to keep them sort of 10. In an ideal world, as I've said last episode, I think, I would like to, when I get 2 new legendary items, both have them at exactly the same time, and then the XP will obviously be shared between the 2, and we just have them at exactly the same level. And they'll need reforging at the same time and stuff like that. But when I get like heritage runes, that kind of messes up with it. So I guess, I don't know. Right, I'm going to head up north because we're about 7 minutes in. And if I would just go back there, it's almost a waste of time just going back there to complete the quest. And, you know, it'll be like 10 minutes by the time we do that. So if we go up here, pick up some quests from this area, maybe complete a few, 1 or 2. Then we can use the horse to go back to here and then there, and complete the quest there and be done. Then for the next episode, I can just start in the Shadowed Refuge more than likely. I think that's probably a good idea. So I'm gonna get rid of these 2. This one is Chamber of the Crossroads, so we need to go that way anyway next episode.
Greetings. If you have a moment, I
need to go talk to Haldir. Oh god. At least it's an extra quest, isn't it? It's mostly a vector. But normally they get you to like do stuff beforehand. I'm just gonna get a load of quests and I'm gonna see which ones are sort of easy completions. A majority of them look like kill X amount of orcs and kill some wargs. But it looks like they're sort of like kill orcs in this area, kill orcs in this area, kill orcs in this other area. So we'll see how that goes. But, I mean, we could get quite a few quests done today. We have 93,000 bonus experience, so it might be useful as well to use some of that up. And then I guess if it really comes to it, next episode we can, you know, if we use all that up and we've still got like 3-4 quests, next episode we could maybe start back here by where the first hall is, complete some quests in this area, and then go to the first hall, then 21st hall, then Chamber of the Crossroads probably is our best idea there, and then back to 21st hall, Shadowed Refuge, I think is the way that we want to go about that. So I need to kill 15 orcs. That's probably going to be our longest one out of these. But I mean, we've got to kill 12 orcs in this specific area, and then wargs as well. We might not do all of them, or maybe we will. I'm not quite sure. I feel like in the Legendary server, I want to get more done than I do on like Arkenstone, because in terms of Arkenstone, especially because we're like under levels technically now on Arkenstone. Like we're level 128, and everything we're against is 130. It's not a massive gap, but there is a gap nonetheless. And and the quests in general just take longer. I feel like I only get like 1 or 2 quests done. So when I can do like 5, 6, 7 quests, or even 3 quests, 4 quests on here, I feel like it almost makes up, in a sense, for that server kind of being a little bit slower sometimes. So looking at this, we've got kill orcs in general. Sappers at the Seeping Stone. Do we have anything... I'm going to have to move the quest log. Do we have anything... Digging west? Okay, so there is a quest further up this direction. So what I think we'll do is we'll probably ignore some of these orcs. We'll make our way up there. And then we've got to defeat 8 orcs over here anyway. So that'll add to our number. That puts us up to 13. We're going to kill way more orcs than we need to do holding the advance. Because we'll do 8 for that. 5 we've already done, plus another 6 and another 12. So... it's definitely going to be a lot. I've never actually... I don't think I've really been up to this spot. I should probably get on my goat. If I apparently clicked it. Apparently I didn't. And I thought I was going to get aggroed because of not actually doing that. Right, we're going to just ignore, as I said, everything up to here. You're level 59. Interesting. I probably have been up here. But I think I've probably only been here like once for this one quest. And then after that, never been back. And I know it's going to be a very long time from now, but it'll also be good us doing this, all these quests for the deeds that we have here as well. I mean, even on Arkenstone, we still have Iridian to do, Moria to do, and then Lothlorien. I think technically, though, Lothlorien comes before... Lothlorien does become before Moria. So, we've done Forakel, we've got Iridian, Enendwaith, Dunland, then we've got Moria, or Lothlorien, then Moria. So we are going to get to Lothlorien before that. Moria is going to be a big one because then we've got to do like a lot in Moria. I mean, I don't know if they've consolidated it, but there's like quite a lot to do in Moria because there's like per section. It's like quests of this area, quests of this area. Yeah, quests of the Durin's Way, just of the Flaming Deeps, quest of the Great Delvin, blah 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 blah. Yeah, there's a lot, but you know, we're not even there on Arkenstone yet. But by the time we get there on here, then maybe. I was thinking at one point of lowering the in-between episodes, right? So right now it's it's 50 episodes in between every deeding episode. Part of me was like wanted to lower that down to 25 because technically with the way it's set up, because we do every alternating series, and then every 50 episodes. It's every 100 episodes, basically. There's one on Legendary, one on regular. So it does take like 100 days, and then I don't upload always on weekends. Or at least I haven't been. I don't know how that will change next year. There's a chance it will change. I'm thinking about it. But then there's even longer. Like every week there's 2 days where there isn't an episode. So it does feel like there's quite a long time in between it, but at the same time, I felt like if I lowered it down to 25 episodes in between, and it was every 50 episodes there were 2, I feel like it would be far too often, maybe? I don't know. I have to think about it. Though I did kind of mess myself up by getting the episodes, like 100 episodes, or synced within like 50 episodes of each other, I think. Or no, 100 episodes. Something like that. Because they are synced for every 50 episodes, sort of thing. So every time I do one deeding episode on this server, I have to do a deeding episode on the other server, which means I'm doing deeding episodes for both at the same time, and the further you get into them, the higher the sort of time has to go into it, I think. Evendim is still the longest episode. That was like 6 hours or something like that, and I think that was edited down with some like cuts and stuff. That took me like absolutely forever to do, like multiple recording sessions. I think Forakel was lower. I think also we're lucky in the sense of like we've had a few level caps in between, so we're technically just doing so much more damage that we will be doing like the level cap increases the armor values by like quite huge margins, so we're getting a lot better armor than like those areas are prepared to take, so we should be getting through them faster as well. And also there was a sense of a lot of these regions that I went to originally, I didn't do any side quests in, I only did main quests. So I have more deeds to do and less like side killing and stuff due to doing less side quests. So a lot of deeds weren't completed, whereas now a lot of deeds get completed while I'm just playing through normally, which then speeds up things like we're doing now with the quest. Right, one more orc, and he's also a sapper, which is good. So that gets us going on orc sappers. Defeating the orcs is then completed. Wood piles are somewhere. I think they're nearby. We're going to focus on sappers now because we don't even really have to worry about the waylayers. Where's fuel for the fire? That's further down. Okay. Hey, we leveled up finally without even needing the quests. We're just killing that many. There's an orc sapper there. I can probably get him without aggroing the berserker. And if I do aggro the berserker, it's not a huge deal. Okay, I didn't. That's good. I was talking about how I didn't want today's episode to be like a short one, but I feel like it's going to be a really long one because I said that. Because now I'm kind of like focusing on getting these quests done. And there's a lot of quests. And it's like I said earlier, I feel like partially I'm trying to make up for like not getting as much done on the legendary servers. Though we did get like quite a bit done last episode on that. On the main servers rather. I always feel weird when I call it the main servers because it almost makes it sound like I'm putting this server down. It's like, oh look, the legendary servers aren't even like a real server. But it's just my main server compared to. I don't really play as much on the legendary server as I do the Arkenstone and stuff. Right, we might have to come back in a second. I'm gonna get that going there. I'm not really gonna worry about this waylayer. What's this red one? Silence from the wargs. Okay. We might not worry about the warg killer one too much. I feel like it's too far down, and I'm gonna have to come back, and it's just gonna be a bit of a pain. I don't know. You don't count. Why don't you count? Is it because you're a goblin? Is that why? Interesting. Is that why? Guessing? Do you count? You don't count. You count towards Orc Slayer, but not kill orcs in this area. Unless I'm just, by chance, not... If I go a little bit further over. Do you count? You do. And you're a waylayer as well. So we must... It must be one of those annoying things where it's like, past that fire, like that half of the fire, doesn't count as being in this area anymore. So if we waited for them to like walk over... I don't know if it's where they currently stood when you fight them, or if it's where they spawn from. Because it could be either. It could be that, hey, there's a spawn point there, anything that spawns from there doesn't count. Or it could be, let's say that one was walking over, when it gets to like here, does it then count? It can be weird like that sometimes. I mean, the other one I think was a goblin, so maybe it didn't count to defeat orcs, but I don't know. Just a bit weird. Sometimes I get a bit annoyed with these, like, kill enemies in this certain area. Sometimes I wish it was just kill, like the other one, kill 15 enemies. I think you're a goblin. I think that's why, because we're in that area. Like, I was gonna say, you're not aggroing me. Obviously, it like had the little squiggle above their head, so obviously he was attacking me, but. He didn't attack for a little while. He got a little bit confused. You count, but you won't. Right, but you will. Good. Okay, so the Siege Masters are kind of a waste of time. Skirmishers, Berserkers, Waylanders are what we want. Defilers should also count. Yep, perfect. I'm going to have to kill this Siege Master because he's next to my wood pile that I need to burn. So please stay away from the fire. I know it's cold, probably. Actually, I feel like this area isn't that cold. It's Yule time, of course. Everywhere's cold, right? Even Moria? Mordor's probably cold right now, right? That's how that works. Right. Where's this last pile of wood? Please don't tell me it's up here. No, defeat this Berserker. There is 2 actually enemies. And there's a named enemy, so we're gonna try and kill him. I mean, I'll probably just get like a shard. Normally get shards from like named enemies. That's normally how that works. Oh, we got some rep items. I forgot these guys dropped Moria rep items, which was good. Kind of messed myself up, I think, by aggroing both, but I think we'll be fine. I need to use Great Cleave more. I have it in like a really awkward spot. Oh, I killed him really easily. I have it in a really awkward spot where it just isn't, like, I forget it exists. It's really useful. I mean, it drops the fervor requirement by 1. So it means we can get more off per Battle Frenzy, and considering we've now got Battle Frenzy cooldown to its lowest we can get it, it makes more sense for us to want to use Great Cleave, because we do that, then Great Cleave, assuming we don't have it on cooldown, obviously gives us more room to work with while the cooldown's lower. I mean, technically, we'd want to use it more when our cooldown was higher, because then we just get more out of each cooldown, but we're just not that clever, really, and hindsight's 20/20. So Defiler, and then hopefully 1 enemy before we leave. I don't really want to go up. Oh, you're named though. I kind of want to kill you. But the fact they didn't give me a shard makes me think there's going to be a quest related to kill like these 2 enemies. I want to kill them anyway. I like to prove that I'm capable. Occasionally. And we got a Steelbound loot box, which is, it's been a while since I've got a Steelbound loot box. I thought I maybe had them on the filter, but I didn't. It's kind of fitting that it was our last orc. I'm gonna get on my goat and just run through. And we have to kill wargs now. So I think the way we're gonna do it is we'll kill wargs, go to there, go here, go up here, complete those quests, stay there. Because then next episode, we can just go to the first hall, 21st hall, Chamber of Crossroads, then 21st hall again, then Shadow's Refuge. Should work. That makes sense to me in my head. That should work as a thing. Like, yeah. Hopefully. If not, then we'll make our way. There is the reason I'm thinking 21st hall to Shadow Refuge. I know there's a swift travel horse, or a horse that you can click and it automatically takes you there. I'm not sure. Like, I know where that is. I just don't know if there's a actual swift travel horse to the Shadow Refuge. I'm pretty sure there is, because I remember the Shadow Refuge is like that weird purple place. And if I remember correctly, it should have that area available. Cool. These Ravagers are fine. Only thing that we really have to worry about is the fact that we're going to have orcs come in. Which is fine, they're easily defeatable. In fact, these guys are probably going to do more damage to us because they'll have the damage over time sort of stuff. And we do have Fear Nothing, but it only does 1. So when these guys have got like, yeah, serious wound and crippled, we can only use it for 1. I don't know if that ever gets better. Because like with some skills you can complete a thing and it, or like get to a certain level and it gets improved sort of thing. I'm not sure. Oh, why did you have to aggro? I assume you're like paired, and that's why, but I'd rather if you hadn't have done that. That would just be really nice of you. How many do we have to kill? I still need to kill an Orc Sapper, I forgot. Oops. We'll have to go do that. In fact, what we'll do then is we'll go through my plan, like I said. We'll go down here, then up here, then here, go down, then back, and work with that. That's just the best, quickest way in my head of doing it. Without going, like, here, 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 here. It's just too many steps. Like, yeah, it makes sense. The way I said it. Makes sense to me, and worst case scenario, we spend a little bit more silver than we meant to. But I'm still thinking I'm right. Come on. There we are. 7. Do you count? You don't count. Do you count? You do count. Good. Literally my only thing. It's like, oh, you're a boss enemy? Oh, I guess you're a boss enemy then. Do I want to kill you? I've literally just said earlier I like to prove that I can kill them. I mean, I think I'm waiting for wargs to respawn anyway, so... There should be 2 wargs that spawn out the front, so we should be able to go with those, and then focus more on this guy for a second. And see if he drops anything nice. Nope, he actually dropped less than everything else has at all. Like, broken metal club. Yeah, it's a task item, it's nice, but like, really? And you're telling me I can't jump off there? Of course I can't. Right, should be a, that's not a warg, that's a rock. Moria Ravager. It's too far away for me to shoot with a bow and arrow. And then something else should be spawned here, hopefully, please, thank you. Maybe I am too quick. There is another Moria Ravager over here, though. And that takes us closer to where we actually should be going. Keep pressing I instead of U when I'm trying to shoot an enemy. I don't know why. Apparently my sense of where keys are on the keyboard have just gotten really bad recently. Because I keep misclicking a lot on buttons that I don't mean to. Like WASD, and I've tried to use like Q caps lock AS before, and it's like, really? That's not how that works. Right, let us go complete quests. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on our XP. So what we're gonna do is only use enough experience to use up our bonus XP. So if we have like 3 quests left after we get to this area at the end of the episode, then what we're gonna do is wait until next episode, use those up at the beginning, and then that way we don't have to worry too much about getting too many quests done. I did always used to like to basically force myself to use all my bonus XP, but sometimes when you've got a quest that takes like half an hour and is 1 quest completion, you're just like, you know, I can't really justify being like doing 5 of those just to get some experience, or like just to get some double XP. Right though, oh, these guys aren't red anymore; they're orange. It's nice. I'm gonna run away, and they helped, which is nice.
Be wary, traveler.
I have no inventory space at all. Let's get rid of the ones we have the lowest amounts of, because clearly we haven't been killing enough to get those things anyway. We're going to choose another... Actually, do we want to get... I'm going to get Heritage Rune, because then I can level up. I'm going to accept these quests as well, just because we can.
We do not allow outsiders into the Golden Wood.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm going to climb up a rope and go in there anyway.
The Galadrim will need your aid.
Okay. Did I not already have one of these? Lamb and carrot, lamb and barley. Okay, that's why. Yeah, so we're going to accept those 2 quests. We're not going to do them, though. We're just going to have them available. I think they're repeatable. Yeah, they are. So it's just nice to remember we've got them, and if we do complete some stuff there, it's nice to have. And it was nice of these guys to attack that orc that was attacking us as well. So I'm going to use this Heritage Rune on this Champion's Rune, because it's just going to get us slightly closer to getting that level, which is going to be nice. There is also a, I think, Relic Master over here. So what I'm going to do is attempt parkour and fail, but technically succeed, because I just didn't want to get knocked off my horse or my goat. Let's see if it's not going to work. There we are. So yeah, I'm going to go see if I've got a Relic Master around here. If we do, I'm probably just going to have to swim over here. If we've got a reforged, like, you know, legendary item person. I'm going to deconstruct all these, minus the Champion's Rune. What we might do with the Champion's Rune is actually... I might reforge this now, just so I've got it, and then if we get a Heritage Rune, I'll put it into that. That makes sense to me, doing that. And then I will also... deconstruct all these, and then once that's like, this is to 60, then we can use this one and level that up. Hey, we got a deed. Nice. So, Forge Master, identify, everything but the Champion's Rune, and then we're gonna
What's your name?
reforge, not refund the LP on that. We're gonna get sprint duration because that's kind of what we want out of those. Then Relic Master over here is going to deconstruct.
What can I do for you?
So we'll deconstruct that. We'll get the tier 2 relic from there. And that just saves us a little bit of inventory space as well, which is obviously what we want. Right. Told you this episode's going to be a long one.
Greetings to you.
Right. Dismount, and then we're going to go south. Kill one more sapper. And then we're done. I actually think we won't even get many XP, like, quests from here. Because, right, so these are given, like, 18,000 XP. Obviously, these ones, like, they're different. You got, like, 9,000 XP and then that. But that one's just talk to Haldir, I think. That was basically the Vector quest that we were on about. So that's why it gave less, I'm guessing. We'll see. But looking at it, we'll only be able to give in, like, one quest. And then next episode, we'll give in, like, 5 or 6. I think what we'll do is we'll give in 2 so we for sure use all the bonus XP up rather than just leaving like 5k. Cool. Just because then we're not like worrying about it too much. And then we don't have like 7 quests to give in next episode. If we use 2, then we should have 4 quests to give in, which will probably use all our bonus XP up, and then we can just complete the other quest in the Chamber of the Crossroads, and then the other quest in like the main quest, and then we'll use all our bonus XP up, and it's kind of back to normal after that. But we'll see. Let's go give some quests in then. Anything I particularly want? 74 agility. I was in hunter mode then, and I was like, that's really good. It's not what we want. I might just get that. Minus 8% all skill inductions. Doesn't sound too bad. I'm not going to accept their extra quest though. Oh, we used all our bonus XP up. I'm still going to give in one more quest. So they gave us 23k. So it was probably about 24k, and they used all the bonus XP up. And then 12k, because 12k, if that's not doubled, it's probably the same. So it's probably like 26,762 was probably what it's supposed to be. Either way, we have 4 quests to give in now. Should do. 4 quests. Yep. So we'll make sure to get those in the next episode. And then to the first tool, 21st tool, Chamber of the Crossroads, 21st tool, Shadow Refuge. We go. I've said that like 17 times this episode, I'm sure. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.